What's up, guys? Got a question for some of you. Specifically, those of you that are users and or fans of the Crossfire DZ rig. So the DZ rig comes with this super awesome shoulder harness. It is very comfortable, well designed, exactly for the purpose that it's used for. It has some padding, but not an excessive amount. However, something that came up with a personal friend of mine that I thought might be a question I wanted to run by everybody. See if anyone else had a similar situation, thought, etc. Depending on what you're running with this, such as your patrol pack, whatever, and depending on how thick the shoulder straps are on your pack that you're running with the rig, you can start to get a little bit of stacking of all the straps. And what ends up happening is you start getting a couple of inches worth of padding, and it throws off being able to properly shoulder your rifle while you're doing things. Now, with packs such as the Crossfire CF1, it's fairly thin, so it's not a lot, but even then, if you stack the two together, it does still start to add up. With the CF1, I haven't personally found it to be a problem, but with other packs like the one that my buddy's running, etc., the thickness does start to add up. So my question for you is this: would any of you be interested in seeing Crossfire offer as an option a thinner shoulder harness like this? This one is just Cordura, it's 2 layers of Cordura, and there is no padding in it. Now, the width of it is just a smidge wider. I don't know if I can get that to show on camera. Just a smidge wider by, I don't know, 1/4 inch maybe, 1/2 inch, than the padded shoulder straps. What that does is it helps distribute that weight a little bit over a wider surface without using the padding. That way you keep it nice and thin when you're running a patrol pack, larger ruck, whatever, with thicker shoulder straps. You eliminate one padded layer and help with that tolerance stacking. So is that something that you guys might be interested in? This one's just a prototype. Got it put together for my buddy. I didn't put it together. I don't have time to do it, but I commissioned my other buddy, who's the brains behind the Crossfire rig, DZ rig, to rig this one up for me so we could try it out. But the thought occurred, like I said, is this something that you guys would be interested in? A thinner, lower profile shoulder harness for the DZ rigs. Additionally, would you be interested in, and I'm not saying that they're going to make any of this, I'm just trying to get feedback so that I can send it back to Crossfire to the head dogs that make all the big decisions and say, hey, here's what people are saying. On your DZ rigs, you've got your large GP pouches back here that fit USGI canteens, that sort of thing. I know some folks like to swap around where the mag pouches and everything else are at, or if they were to offer an all MOLLE rig that you could just set up with pouch suite how you wanted it, how much interest would there be in something more like this as a water bottle pouch? This one is specifically made to hold, don't have it handy. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can grab this real quick. Don't go anywhere, guys. I should have already grabbed this, so my bad for not already having it. But let's try this. Let's get back into the table here. All right. So This is a regular Nalgene bottle. It's not made for Nalgene bottle. It's made for the square pouches that, I mean the square water bottles that come from, oh, it's another Australian company. Trying to remember the name. But anyway, you can see it'll fairly well almost close with that size Nalgene in there. The square water bottles that I'm referring to fit perfectly. This would just be another option for a narrower pouch that would only take up 2 columns of moly versus equivalent to where the other pouch is three columns or so. If you're wanting to carry a the square water bottles like I like to use. That's a sign we need more caffeination. So anyway, that's my 2 questions for you. This is specifically for those who own DZ rigs or are interested in getting a DZ rig. The low profile shoulder harness, the smaller square water bottle pouches. You know what? It's going to drive me nuts if I don't go ahead and tell you. So bear with me just a second. Let me pull them up so I can tell you specifically the ones I'm talking about. Come on, internet connection. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I should have had my should have brought my read and assist devices with me, and I didn't. Where are they at? I'll find them, just hang on. Of course, when I want to find them, I can't. You guys are sitting there, look at this fool. Not even. Ah, there we go. So. There we go. Plat Attack. That's the name I was trying to think of. Holy crap. So now that you've wasted 5 minutes of your time sitting there waiting on me to... these are the ones, they're 1 liter square water bottle. I really like using those. So that's what these pouches are going to be for on something else. But in talking with my buddy, we were like, let's see if there would be any interest in Crossfire offering them to their available pouch suite. I've got some of the water bottles, however, they are currently packed up in my ready-to-go rig, and I didn't think about digging them out, so I can't actually show you how they fit, but it's a rectangular water bottle pouch. Anyway, you get the idea. For once in a rare time, I'm actually asking for your comments. You know, otherwise I genuinely don't care. But in this case, I need your input. And please, if you don't own a DZ rig, or you have no interest in getting a DZ rig, no intention to ever get a DZ rig, don't weigh in. I need to hear from the people that have got them and would be interested in it, or the people that intend to purchase one and might be interested in it, because that's the ones that are going to matter. Thank you for your help and cooperation. Anyway, have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care. See you later.